So, line tool. Looked like that was 3 high. So he's got a ramp shape that is 1.5 voxels high by the looks of it. In my earlier tutorial, just showing how to make a plain offset voxel, I used a 1x2 ramp, which gave you a wedge shape that was exactly 2 high. So this one is slightly taller. This is exactly, all right, this was 7 units high when he drew it. So that has created something that is 1.5 high visually. Really, the game seems to think it's there. And I believe what he did was copy this and then negative paste it just 1 over so that it stretched both sides out to make a square shape. Oops, all right, what's happening up here? I'm guessing these are just guide blocks. Pansy wants to help. So that appears to be selection 2x15 using, okay, so he's selecting this and using a controlled smooth. So that's smooth with the, I believe it's F key held down so it doesn't smooth as aggressively. He's done that a few times. And now he's going to select a portion of it. So this was made from the 1.5 high voxels, which this cat is not being helpful, which is giving us a yeah, it's offset. And it's offset about half by the looks of it. He's just rotated that, and now he is pasting that into a wall of normal voxels, and it's not deforming because it is offset. So it's actually out this side, I'm thinking. I think it's actually, the game thinks it's out here, but visually it's set into the wood, which is a great way of doing intersections of beams with a wall. If you've just joined, this is Tenma doing a little guest tutorial on one of his favorite offset voxel tricks. So this is a 2-high group of normal voxels in a grid pattern. Which he is smoothing, gentle smoothing with the F key held. Were those normal voxels when you started? Yeah. So he smoothed it so that the top and the bottom have lifted down and up. And now the result is something that is half a voxel high. Yeah, that makes sense. But the ones in the middle will not be deformed the way the ones at the edges will, since they're in the middle. So you could use that to make a half-high panel. Pretty sure I've done that in a different way, but there's usually 5 different ways to do everything in Landmark. So that too could be placed flat against a wall because the bottom side of it is still going to be offset. You could probably actually create a similar shape by grabbing a very small microvoxel and then using the smooth tool on every side and the bottom, but not the top. This might create a cleaner panel though, I'm not sure. Worth trying them both for sure. And then he's able to paste this offset circle onto the half panel without the voxels deforming. Again, because this is offset. That's a neat look. Cool. Well, thank you. That's a nice trick. That would look pretty nice in metals if you were doing a really mechanical build, but certainly you could use it for beams, wooden beams and things as well. Cool. Well, thank you very much for that. That was a good trick. It's probably worth pointing out when I did the original tutorial on making the offset voxel in the first place, I had done a line that was too high, and that created an angled block exactly too high. What Tenma made here is like 2.5 high. And by using the line tool in different angles, you can get all sorts of weird voxel shapes that will do various crazy things that you may or may not be able to figure out immediately, but you definitely get some interesting distortions of the voxels with the line tool. So play around, have fun. Alrighty, well that was a guest tutorial from Tenma who dropped by. Let me see if I can light these a little better. They seem to be pretty much in the shadow at any time of day. In that case, let me rotate them just so we can get a good look in daylight. Oops, pasted that right on top of what he was working on. All right, so that you can see up close now how these offset cylinders are flat against the wall. No deformation at all, not even a hint of it, because as far as the game is concerned, they're not really adjacent voxels, so they shouldn't change shape at all. And then this stack of 3.